The internet is rife with haunting spirits and disturbing monsters that are said to lurk in the most unsuspecting of places, from a bunny man under a bridge, to the rake under your bed, to Slenderman standing amongst the trees. Monsters and ghouls are our favourite creepypastas over here on Top 5. However, which are the worst that you definitely don't want to run into at 3 AM? Well, today on Top 5 Scary Videos, I'm going to be counting down our list of the top 5 scary monsters that come at 3 AM. Before we begin though, be sure to stick around until the end of the video where I'll be responding to some of your comments. And with that, let's jump in. Coming in at number 5, Techie Techie. The Techie Techie is a malevolent Japanese ghost/demon that in ways is similar to the infamous Kuchisaki Ono, who we have spoken about countless times on this channel. Techie Techie's name comes from the sound she makes as she pursues victims, running across the ground using her hands as her entire lower body has been torn off, leaving nothing but her upper torso and arms by which she hunts down her prey. The visual is absolutely terrifying. According to her biography, she was originally a human who was sexually assaulted, resulting in her jumping off a train station onto the tracks. She was then cut in half. She barely survived, crawling to a person for help. However, the person left her there to die. And now it is said that her vengeful spirit stalks the streets of Japan. Now it is said that if you spot or are spotted by the Techie Techie at night, she will pursue you, armed with either a saw or a scythe. However, if the person is too slow and doesn't get away from the Techie Techie in time, she will slice them in half at their torso, mimicking her own demise. Similar to the Kuchisaki Ono, there is no way to get away from or even defeat the Techie Techie. Essentially, if you run into her at 3 AM, you're royally screwed. Coming in at number 4, we have Black Anse. Black Anse is a boogeyman figure in English folklore and one of the more scarier monsters on our list. She is imagined as a blue-faced hag or witch with iron claws and a taste for human flesh. Lovely stuff. It is said that she particularly enjoys the taste of children. Not only that, but she is known to haunt the countryside of Leicestershire, living in a cave in the Dane Hills with a great oak tree at the entrance. Legend goes on to state that in the night she will venture out of her cave on the hunt for unsuspecting children as well as lambs. She then proceeds to tan their skins by hanging them on a tree before wearing them around her waist. On top of that, she is also known to reach inside of people's homes in order to snatch her prey. This classic urban legend has led to many parents warning their children if they don't behave, Black Anse would come and get them. Other traditions state that when Black Anse grinds her teeth, people can hear them, giving them time to bolt up their doors and keep away from the windows. Interesting fact, which I can't confirm if it's true or not, it's probably untrue, but supposedly cottages in Leicestershire were purposely built with small windows so that Black Anse could only get one single arm inside. Coming in at number 3, the Black-Eyed Children. Black-Eyed Children is a legend of supposed paranormal creatures that supposedly resemble children between the ages of 6 and 16, with pale skin and black eyes, who are reportedly seen hitchhiking or panhandling or are encountered on doorsteps of residential homes. Now, there is some history to the legend of the Black-Eyed Children. While tabloid coverage of these monsters has claimed that tales of them have existed since the 80s, with most sources indicating that the legend originated via postings from Texas reporter Brian Bethel on a ghost-related emailing list relating to alleged encounters with Black-Eyed Children. According to Bethel, during his travels to Abilene, Texas, 2 children with coal eyes approached his car asking for a ride. But when he began to show fear, the older of the 2 children shouted, "We can't come in unless you tell us it's okay." Creepy. Thankfully, he got out there before it was too late. Since then, his stories have become regarded as classic examples of creepypasta, and gained such popularity that he published an FAQ titled "Just to Keep Up with Demand for More Info About the New Urban Legends." Now, saying that, science writer Sharon A. Hill has been unable to find any firm documentation of Black-Eyed Children encounters, concluding that tales are passed on as friend of a friend ghost stories. In at number 2, Slenderman. Slenderman has quickly become one of the world's most popular creepypastas, with even those who don't frequent that section of the web knowing about this menacing figure. Now, Slenderman is a being who appears to resemble a man with extremely long, slender arms and legs. On top of that, he seems to also have 4 to 8 long black tentacles protruding from his back. He is most notably seen wearing a black suit, and as his name suggests, he appears very thin and able to stretch his limbs and torso to inhuman lengths in order to induce fear and catch his prey. Whether he absorbs, kills, or merely takes his victims to an undisclosed location is unknown, but what we do know is there are never any bodies or evidence left behind by the monster. It is often reported that Slenderman is found in sections of the woods, with many video games about the monster confirming this. Despite that, he is often known to dwell in suburban areas as well. Essentially, nowhere is safe. How he selects his targets is unknown though, but it has been considered that he enjoys stalking people who become overly paranoid about his existence, purposefully giving them glimpses of himself in order to further frighten them. However, an interesting take on Slenderman by a Pasta member goes as follows. There has been a big misconception about my pal, the Slenderman, due to the appearance of this article. He does not have hair or a face. Everything else is correct. There is also some questioning as to whether or not there is more than one. I find that unlikely. It's most likely Slender fucking with your head in order to make you think that there is more than one, which he has been known to do. As of now, Slendy has 3 or 4 known accomplices. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is the antagonist of the slasher series A Nightmare on Elm Street, created by the legendary Wes Craven back in the 80s. However, let's delve into this character and what makes him so damn terrifying, and why you better not go to sleep, otherwise this dude is visiting your dreams. To quote the absolutely awful nursery rhyme from the franchise, 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. Chilling. Now, Freddy is a serial killer, specifically a child killer, who was burned to death by the parents of the children and left to torment the dream world. At this point, Freddy is iconic, but if you're not familiar, let's get into it. Freddy is the spirit of a serial killer who uses a gloved hand with razors to kill victims in their dreams, causing their deaths in the real world as well. So essentially, if you are on Freddy's hit list, do not fall asleep, otherwise you are royally screwed. Saying that though, if Freddy is pulled into the real world, he has normal human vulnerabilities and can be destroyed. Now, Freddy attacks within his victims' dreams and is commonly identified by his burnt face, dirty red and green striped sweater, brown fedora, and of course his trademark claws that he wears on his right hand. Quite honestly, being murdered while you sleep is absolutely chilling. You're at your most vulnerable with 0 ways to protect yourself. Because how do you protect yourself from your dreams? You can't. Also, a fun fact for all you horror lovers out there, Freddy's sweater is psychologically designed to terrify you. Yep, that's right. Well, there we have it. Do you guys agree with our list? Were there any scary monsters that we missed? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below, and perhaps we can do a part 2. Before I go though, I just want to respond to a few comments from one of our last videos. Top 5 scary kid cartoons you shouldn't watch at 3 AM. Dr. Bright Fangirl and Score 14 said, "Yay, Lucy the Pale Goddess has returned." I have indeed. It's been almost 3 months since you guys have seen my face, and now I'm back, and I'm never leaving again. You can't get rid of me. Hikaru said, "Yes, you're back. We needed you here to physically haunt our dreams through a screen." Also, Billy and Mandy was the creepiest and best horror cartoon in my opinion, mostly because of the totally subtle gore. Child appropriate, left a lasting impression. I mean, I wouldn't agree that it was all child appropriate, but to each their own. And also, yes, I'm back. I'm glad you're all so thrilled. I'm also thrilled, if you can't tell. Christopher Morn said, "This is why I miss you being here, lol. Very pretty and a great sense of humor. Awesome video. I loved all of these shows when I was younger, lol." I also loved all of these shows, especially, Real Monsters, that one. I love that one. Angel River said, "Seeing Lucy again made me do a double take at the date in the description and the actual date. Great to have you back. All hail Dark Queen Lucy." Again, you're all shook that I exist. A lot of you thought I'd lost all my limbs, but I did not. Oh yeah, there's a lovely comment coming up now. A few of you said this. More than a few of you commented. Rodney Kelly said, "Lucy, you look like you've gained weight. Looks good." Thank you, Rodney. A lot of you said this, and by a lot I mean 3, which is 3 too many. No need to comment on the weight. Yes, I did gain weight in quarantine because I'm a normal human being. Right, Chris? Of course. It's okay that I gained a little bit of weight in quarantine. And on that note, if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another scary vid. And until next time, I'll see you later.